Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back. On this one, we are adventuring from the Moab Canyonlands National Park area. We're just north of there, and connecting on this leg up to Castledale, Utah, and on as much dirt as we can. So yesterday we headed through Dabinky Wells Road, which took us north out of the Canyonlands-ish area. It was a ton of fun. That was a pretty cool trail with some old history, an old well down there, some of the 1930s history, kind of Depression era history. And then took kind of a connector road and shook my kidneys to bits on some corrugations and washboard roads. And it was fun though. It was cool to see the backside of the country and see all the different minerals and things in the rock formations throughout Utah. And today we are connecting, that put us basically into Green River. And then today we fueled up in Green River and are headed out north on a section of trail here that I don't think anybody's been on in quite some time. There's had a little bit of rain, but I don't know, enough to wash away tracks. I don't know. Either way, it's pretty desolate out here. I don't know that anybody's been out in a very, very long time. We're soaking up the landscape. Say this one's definitely more moderate of a trail. A few washouts and a pretty steep climb so far. Right now we're just kind of running through this, basin, I guess, if you will. It's crazy. There's like black volcanic rock. I'm rambling. It's okay. I'm amazed by what I'm surrounded by right now. It's absolutely gorgeous. But in this one, we're going to hit this as much on dirt as we can, eventually landing in Provo, Utah. Come along for the ride. You know, Utah's landscape is so diverse. I'm only a couple miles from where we just last had a chat. That was coming up the Prospector Trail near Green River. And then that was headed north, and we just turned west on the Smith Camp Road, which is kind of going to cut all the way across this section. But the landscape completely changed. It was purple colors in the rocks, and then this white cakey dust, and kind of cracked earth, dry lake bed looking stuff. And now I'm in sand pit to red earth with this landscape.
It's so bizarre.
It is amazing. Drive around the corner and everything completely changes. Probably should have gone into geology, but I didn't. I became a bartender instead. Yeah, this is a ton of fun though. That Prospector Trail, not that it was difficult, but definitely some washout points and pretty cool climb in there. And now this Smith Camp Road seems to be a little more maintained and definitely more trafficked. So we're just kind of cruising along here. Man, this is so much better than taking 70. Couple of cattle. I haven't seen the rest of the herd yet. Did you guys get away?
It looks like a big one and a small one. I think that is Jack.
There's a important tip here, especially with solo adventuring. Sometimes you gotta get out and go for a hike. Not a leisurely one. This one, we're checking out this trail up ahead here. See if my boots, I'm walking through some pretty loose sand. And then we're coming up to kind of a choppied up climb, so I want to see a couple of things. First one, can I make it, in theory? Is this something I should do alone? Or is it particularly risky? Then if we decide that we want to do it, what line is my best option to come up here? So we're gonna hike this up and see what kind of a surface. Oof, this is some sandy stuff. Oh, I got a little hard pack. Some few ruts I should stay out of. It's nice and solid. It's pretty solid. And we just kind of dive our way up, but there's definitely some sandy stuff. We're gonna need a little momentum. I'm gonna drop the front tires a little bit. And give her a go. Let's do it. Crawl through this first part. Get a little momentum here. So this is one of the many sites on this route here. It's part of the old Spanish Trail. And one of the many sights to see here is this head rock. The side profile you're seeing right now on the top of that rock. It's supposed to be naturally occurring. Doesn't that look like a big old schnoz?
Even from the front, the front profile has.
Yeah, look at that. Front profile, big old schnoz up there. Eyeballs. Look at that. Good evening. That was a pretty epic day on the trails. I had a great time. I was exploring tons of different landscapes, and first a little challenging trail, some obstacles on it that we've been on so far on this trip. And to finish it all off at a pretty epic campsite. So we completed a few different sections of trail today. Did only make it 37 miles in, excuse me, 5 hours, something like that. So it was pretty slow going, but it was worth it. This is absolutely fantastic. Just wrapping up dinner here. Come in here and check this out. Tonight on the Tin Bin Kitchen, a little shrimp, kale, some asparagus, garlic, and then a lemon butter sauce. Just telling you that reminded me of the lemon. Awesome. I tell you what, I'm going to plate this up. You guys have a look around. Go take a walk around, check this place out. It's pretty cool. Oh, I lost the shrimp.
That looks so good.
Check that out. Well, another one comes to a close. I'm starving from a long day on the trail, but the sun's getting low. We're gonna get down on this shrimp pasta and see you in the morning to finish up this trail.
This is so good.
Not bad. See you in the morning. mystery today. We passed a pretty cool cabin yesterday that looked interesting.
Did.
Now we're going to do a little backtracking and head towards that. See what that's all about. And then we've got some miles to put down. To my knowledge, the rest of this trail should be pretty easy. Should just be a pretty graded dirt road. This section is called the Green River Cutoff. So it's kind of a east-west pass-through, which will eventually put us out in Castledale, Utah. Now, hunker down, pedal to the metal, check it out.
Let's go. So you have one building made of wood, and then you have another building made of stone. Kind of makes you wonder which one came first.
You know, some of the old cabins that are on public lands are kind of maintained by adventurers, and you can stop and stay at them. I'm not sure if this is one of those or not. We are on public land right now, but
I mean, but that's a pretty new door with some... Do you dare check it out?
there's definitely been some improvements made here. There's been somebody here. The Budweiser bottle in there. Pretty new door and some sealant around that cabin.
Yeah, the adhesive.
New windows. What's going on up here? This is pretty cool. Oh, check out this stove.
Oh, little lizard friend. Man. Oh, that's gorgeous.
That's really cool.
I mean, it's got chairs and a bed in there, and another stove and a push broom, and a lantern.
Uh,
I mean, these windows are really new.
yeah, these are brand new windows.
And a matchbox.
I'd have to do some more research, find out what the story is up here. This is pretty cool. Firebox right in here. Oven. Missing some pieces, but
Doesn't look like anybody's been here for a while, though. There's no footprints. There's like a... maybe to hold water over there. I wonder if this is where they stay when they cowboy.
I wonder, is this still a functional bunkhouse?
I see if the door's unlocked.
Yeah.
Looks like that was the old door. Knock, knock. Okay.
I don't think anybody's home.
Wow. I mean, there's 4 beds in here. Holy moly. This is so cool. There's something written here. Save Arnie. Wow. Oh, and here's another stove. Probably still in working order then.
This one looks like it's hooked up, huh?
Yeah, there's a chimney through the fireplace. there's a name on this. Dustin. Don't worry, Dustin, I won't take your...
That one's plumbed in.
Look at these slabs on the floor, and then... I mean, definitely, they have lockers with hangers in here.
This is still used as a bunkhouse. Little burner here. Smaller wood stove.
This is, I mean, look at the slabs of rock. I mean, all over this place. And then it looks like the roof has been repaired at some point. What a cool little place. This is so neat.
We did see some cattle up here. There's only 2 of them though, so I don't know if they got lost from the herd or what. But I really don't know. But this, I guess, still could be a cowboy's bunkhouse. If they graze up here in the springtime, makes sense. This is quite the building though. Some crazy stuff you find out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh wow, look at this.
Filled with supplies. Hot sauce.
Some sodas.
Sodas, cooking oil.
Lanterns.
Propane lantern. A fuel lantern here.
Yeah, there's one up on the window over
That's
there
pretty
too.
cool.
Makes you wonder.
We are finding all kinds of history on this one. Just left an old cabin. Somebody's done some pretty recent repairs too. Very cool. Found some old pull tab cans out there. So that's pretty old. And then we were coming across, I believe the track is called Green River Cutoff. This is a little offshoot that said there was an old railroad complex down here. I'm gonna go check it out.
So they can start construction here in 1881, and they chose this section of the grade for the visitation because this complex of architectural and construction features is not found in such close proximity anywhere else around the route, which is really interesting. There is a chimney and some stone buildings, and then we'll have to try to find it. It says that there's some dugout homes here as well, but I haven't found any remnants of the actual railroad, but it's definitely a cool little place, for sure.
Cutoff. That was a little over 60 miles we did. It was nice splitting it up in 2 days. The first 2 trails that we connected up to here were pretty slow going and a lot of fun. We got to camp out of a pretty sweet spot. Now we're going to head into town a little bit, get some fuel, see what we got for mileage on that trip. That'll be interesting. And then from Castledale, we'll start making our way north, out of the desert, into the mountains, making our way to Provo. Catch up with you in a bit. See if they have munchos.
See if they have munchos. Yeah. Crazy.
Aspens twinkling. Sound like little coins in the wind. At least at this elevation, some of the aspens have already dropped their leaves, and some of them are this beautiful amber color, yellow. Oh, what I thought was a relatively fresh dropping is dry and crispy. That's been here for a while. What do you got though? Any hair? I don't think so. Yeah. Regardless, we're in that portion of the world. Some big animals up here. Passed a few ranchers on the way up though, and they're moving cattle. A few herds over here. We'll take our precautions and enjoy this.
It's gonna be great tonight.
Yes, look at these colors. It's gorgeous.
What do you think?
This is pretty sweet.
All right. Find a level spot.
Let's call this home for the night.
Let's do it.
Good evening from the epic mountain camp spot up in the Aspens. Figured we're in cowboy country and a good cowboy steak dinner. A couple of New York strips. And some potatoes down here. herb potatoes with the butter and duck fat, shallots and garlic. Maybe use the rest of this pan. Get our greens in our diet. Not that the Cowboys had greens, but we do. Deglaze all those steak bits and goodness off the bottom of the cast iron pan. Brighten up our asparagus. That's going to be so good. What a beautiful place. I can't get over it. Wish us luck though. This kind of goes against a lot of our campsite logistics. They're in a valley. With no clear view of sight. No clear line of sight. But that's it's beautiful.
It smells delicious.
Yeah, it smells pretty good. Mm-hmm. It's one of those smell-o-vision times. You just get the garlic and crispy potatoes and duck fat. And it smells fantastic. It's not just the trees. Giving our steaks a minute to rest there. Well, and there you have it, y'all. Cowboy steak dinner and potatoes in this gorgeous backdrop. This is fantastic.
It's so crazy.
But once again, sun's getting low. We're gonna chow down. We'll see you guys in the morning. Shallots are good. How did we do? Center cut. Went a little over. It's about a medium rare guy. Good piece of beef though.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. You know, I think I was so stoked last night about this camp spot, I forgot to mention where we are. This is a southern portion of the Wasatch Range. So Wasatch Plateau is just off to the east from here. It is beautiful country. So we've just been hanging out here last night. And we're at a little over 8,000 feet of elevation. So it got quite chilly last night. It was
Very
almost
cold.
Yeah. It was almost a 60-degree swing from where we were to last night's temps. From my math, it should have been down to probably about 40 last night, and it was definitely pushing 100 yesterday. It was in the 90s down in the desert. So got chilly. And it was beautiful. Super dark. You see the stars.
It was
gorgeous. Yeah. This is beautiful. Beautiful spot to camp. It's nice to get up here into the mountains, around the trees, and beautiful time of year to do it. See all these colors. And today, we got to load up the rig back here and press on north and making our way to Provo. So we're headed up route we're on right now. See if I can remember.
Miller's Flat Road.
Miller's Flat. There we go. That should carry us up north, and then I've got some conflicting information on whether or not the next section of trail is open or not. But I guess we'll find that out when we get there. But we've got some miles to put down today. So, gonna load it up again and keep on trucking. amazing. I think something really cool about these trees, it's not just individual trees in a root system of their own. They're all connected on this mountainside, right? So these whole groves are one living thing. This is just a gorgeous time of year to be up here and see this. You know, we both grew up in the Midwest in Wisconsin, and you see, lots of seasons, right? You get spring, fall, summer, winter. And then we lived in southern Nevada and Las Vegas for a number of years. That's one perpetual summer. So it's pretty cool to get back up and see the colors change. It's beautiful. Personal history here. A good buddy of mine growing up had sheep on his small hobby farm when we were young. So the time I was crashing at his place, I had to go feed the woolly lards first thing in the morning, right? I can't help but think of that, and some pretty good childhood memories every time I see this. Herd of sheep meandering across the road.
I mean, that's a lot of sheep.
Big old woolly lards. Look at that.
Just booking it. Last sheep.
All right.
These ones are just.
What's up? You know, they make the best socks right off their back. Oh man. They had a little hold up there in the road, had to wait for the whole herd to cross. We didn't spook them and irritate some shepherd out here. Oh well. That was pretty awesome.
That was really cool. That was so neat.
A flock of sheep, I suppose. Herd. to get permission from this fella to... Hey, fella. Or ma'am. Can't tell from here.
Can we cross?
Can I proceed? Says yes as soon as I'm done with my lunch.
Go ahead, buddy.
Ma'am. Heard.
Proceed with caution.
Just gonna idle through this section here.
It's okay. It's very cheap. There was one back there that was just sticking to its mom's side.
Everybody down having a drink in the creek. Well, this is not how I expected to end this video. We were cruising on up, made it through the trail. Did have to take a little highway bypass, but we did make it to Provo. But shortly after we got off the trail, there was a lot of washboards during this last portion, and not sure what caused it, but we blew a massive hole in the exhaust header that we installed only about 4,000 miles ago. So it blew the weld straight out of the collectors on that header. It was just banging loud, and we had to sort that out. So luckily, we had some friends up in Park City, allowed us to come up there and drive us all over, fetching parts and things like that. We had to do this whole job again. So pull the intake, pull all the wiring, do bolts by braille to get onto this side of the engine and intake. I'm getting pretty efficient at it though. So, but we went with a stock manifold, the later design that has a couple of slinky pipes in on the number 1 and 6 cylinder. So we'll see how long that one holds up. Yeah, now we've made it back into the mountains here. It's really pretty, but it is getting chilly at night. So we've done a bunch of repairs on this, getting that all sorted, changed the rear diff fluid too, and out of respect for our friends up in Park City and respect for their privacy, we didn't film anything up there. But for us, it got down below freezing last night, so I think it's time to boogie out of the mountains. We're at about 8,000 feet right now. Boogie out of the mountains and head to the desert. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.